what is a goddess? Goddess is the manifestation of all the feminine qualities at its highest potential.
So that is how we die, all of us, the expert wives.
For the phoenix to rise, there has to be ashes.
Of course. Oh, I was born in a very orthodox Rajput family. Very much the Bollywood Haveli family. Failing is okay, but not starting is bad idea. So whatever your passion is. So I don't understand when people tell you औरत औरत की दुश्मन. I would say औरत औरत की best friend.
Grand picnic.
Also, our party will have bikinis and lehengas both.
Absolutely. That's not true case with many women.
Yep.
Every social media feed is judged.
Like my life has been in front of camera, in front of socials since I started. Just be yourself, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Judging is like, that's okay. People judged Mahatma Gandhi also.
Absolutely.
People judged Indira Gandhi also.
Yeah.
Don't choose a woman to change her. You marry a scientist like Vani. You marry a CEO like me. Do not expect us to be like running on your fingers.
गिरते हैं शहसवार ही मैदानी जंग में.
वो तिफल क्या गिरेंगे जो घुटनों के बल चले.
वाह. Divorce parties.
Hot.
Hot.
It's freedom. it's freedom.
Or the queen is just busy taking care of her own crown.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Straight away, do not give your daughter to someone who is already sitting like this. Educate your daughter to stand out of that marriage. Is this the attitude you keep? You do not check on your daughters.
On how we can be high value women. Namaste and welcome to the very first episode of The Goddess Code. I will keep inviting guests who could give us some codes that we can follow in our life to create the transformed life, the life that we love and the life that we want to live. So today I have a very, very special guest with me, and she's somebody who has made the entire Singapore dance on the rhythm of Dandiya and the holy beach parties for the first time till now. There were tens of thousands of people who danced on Dandiya and Holi because of this woman. She is not just the Holi and Dandiya queen, she is also the connector of people, collaborator. She creates new projects together and put her magic into it. She supports businesses and incubate them. I am really very excited to have my first guest here, Jyoti Singh from We Indus. Hi Jyoti.
Hi Vani, how are you today?
I'm feeling very good. How are you feeling?
Best wishes for your podcast.
Thank
we start
you.
now.
So most welcome. And you know, the reason why I named this podcast as the Goddess Code, because what I believe is that in all of us there is a goddess that resides. In fact, we have a lot of qualities of goddess. What is a goddess? Goddess is the manifestation of all the feminine qualities at its highest potential. Like we have Lakshmi for abundance, right? We have Saraswati for wisdom. We have Durga for Shakti. So similarly, we are all goddess and we can tap into those qualities to bring in the best in ourselves.
That's very true.
When you hear the word goddess, which quality of yours comes to your mind?
Oh, I have been a warrior. I would say that because to start events, especially Indian festive events in Singapore, we had to have a fight, a real fight. The licenses, the cleaning, the biodiversity of the sand, it was all a fight. Then licensing for like beach party with 8,000, 10,000 people at Sentosa. So I would say the warrior quality is Kali probably.
Wow. I have been lately praying to Mahakali and it's been such a divine journey. I guess that was also the reason why I got the courage to start this podcast. So I'm so happy that you resonate with Kali. Often what happens is that we start thinking that if we are saying Kali, it means she's the destroyer. But no, she's the creator of a new space.
Yeah, of course. Kali is very much misunderstood while praying also, because not many people pray to Kali. We have forgotten how to actually see goddess in all her 9 avatars.
Yes.
All we do is we follow blindly the publicity, the media. So of course, Kali is not only the destroyer, destroying of course the menace, but otherwise Kali is like a mom, like a mother to you. She will always protect, and protection of course takes warrior spirit.
Absolutely. And I also feel that unless you clean up what is in the past or what is there that's stopping you,
Yeah.
unless you clean up that still energy, it is not possible for you to create something new. Whether it is
Exactly.
life, whether it is your ventures, your career or relationships.
True, that is so true.
I remember that you sent me a reel some time back which said, I came here to die and I stayed to dance. Were you getting bored dancing alone, so you then just decided, okay, I'm really bored, let me now have entire Singapore dance with me?
Actually, now it will be a little bit difficult for anyone to relate to an island which had no holy parties in Singapore, right? But 15 years back, this is the 15th year, we are marking 15th year of We Indus events in Singapore. So at that time, Holi was like in the condominium, few people will put gulal on each other, that too very little, maybe North Indians only. So it was a community which wanted to celebrate, but they had no means to celebrate. Like all of us, like an expat wife, when you come here, the die part is not exactly literally dying, but you leave your jobs, you leave your aspirations, you leave your parents, the land you were born and brought up at, and here you are. It's like rebirth. You know nothing and you have to start. So that is how we die, all of us, the expat wives, and then we are here. So I also started small with doing a job, going to college once again, but nothing was as helpful to bring me back, that there was no phoenix happening. So this was the birth of We Indus and thus the events.
Yeah, so for the phoenix to rise, there has to be ashes.
Of course.
So probably, actually, what I have learned from my life is that you have to continue burning all the beliefs that this world has created in you or your experiences have created in you in order for you to then rise like a phoenix. So what were the belief sets that you burned, Jyoti?
Oh, I was born in a very orthodox Rajput family. Very much the Bollywood Haveli family. So I was the first one in my family who has got a regular university education. My aunts, they were all educated but not at universities. They would go get those open educations and all. I also don't relate or remember that, but I was the
Absolutely.
first one.
Yeah.
Then I was trained not to talk to strangers, which I do every day now, being an event. Then I cannot stay outside my house without my elders or my brothers after say 6 o'clock in the evening. We do Bollywood night parties to start with.
Yeah.
So there was a lot to be burned.
Wow.
Lot.
Wow. I mean, I couldn't imagine like how you would have probably been the first woman in your house to go to the university. In my life, it was never like this. In fact, I was under pressure because one of my grandma is a lawyer, and then one of my grandma was a principal. My buaji was a principal of the school, and everybody was educated. But what happened, along the way is previously, while these women were working, they were educated and working. The generation before me stopped working, got married, settled. This whole thing of getting married and getting settled and coming to a new place, it could be very overwhelming. And since it's also not easy to find jobs here, I know there are women who are doctors, engineers, or very special education, but they are sitting at home
They are.
figuring it out, like what to do, and that breeds frustration. So what would you suggest them, like how could then we come out of that frustration, and given the rule and regulation of a country, what could we do in order to still live the best life that we can?
Of course. First of all, we all have phones in our hand. The first thing I'll say in the new age is get inspired. There are women who are sitting here and wanting to do something, but there are women who have done something, who are still doing something. So get inspired. Don't let yourself sit back and just think about, oh, I cannot do this, that. I was not trained in events. my education was business, not actual functional events, but it was a experiment. Do not be afraid of experimenting. Okay, failing is okay. Failing is okay, but not starting is bad idea. So whatever your passion is, especially after COVID,
Yeah.
what COVID has taught us is we have one life, so get ahead of yourself, experiment, fail, redo, learn.
Yeah, yeah. I remember this one quote that I really go by, that if you cannot fly, walk. If you cannot walk,
Crawl.
crawl. I remember I've seen this in somebody's Instagram story or something. There's this iceberg success theory.
Okay.
You know, where when the icebergs are on top of the sea, right? So when you see the top, there is this very beautiful shiny iceberg,
Yep.
but a whole lot of it is under the sea that we are not capable of seeing.
Of course not.
Similarly, when people see a woman like you, Jyoti, who's successful, who has made it as a CEO in a country that is not her home country, people just see that. And often people start thinking, oh, because she was privileged, this could happen. Because she can get out of the house, this can happen. But for me, it is very difficult because I have to take care of the kids, I have to be there. So the success, looks very flashy at its face. But what's beyond it, what's under that iceberg, nobody knows about it. So so what was under your iceberg?
Oh, I would say it was lot. First of all, a very loyal and hardworking team. When I started, I was blessed enough. I would say I was lucky enough, blessed enough to have people from this island support and come with me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Then after that, it was sleepless nights. It was worrying about finances. It
Yeah.
was worrying about how will it go. The first show was a Hindi poetry show. Doing a Hindi poetry show in Singapore as your debut venture, it was scary in itself already.
Hindi poetry show.
Yeah.
I have a lot of interest in poetry.
Yeah.
So could you elaborate a little more, like what was that Hindi poetry show all about?
Yeah, that was to feature Dr. Kumar Vishwas. Most of us Hindi speaking North Indians will know him.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Total devta of Hindi poetry, especially the Shringaras, the love poetry.
Yes.
So the show was featuring him,
Yeah.
and so we did it, and it was a house full. We were covered everywhere. After that, it was okay. One poetry show done.
Yeah.
I did not want to do a Bollywood artist yet because see, I was a lone woman.
Yeah.
Suddenly CEO of a private limited. I did not want to put all my finances into events. I had 2 little daughters to take care of also,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
But there were a whole circle of friends, I would say women, the what we call housewives.
Yeah.
These 4-5 housewives putting their jewelry, their money into my business without any fear and belief in me. So the things we talk, the inspirations we talk, my inspiration is those guys,
Yeah.
those girls, I would say. They were not afraid of my success or failure, but they were there to support.
Yeah.
So I don't understand when people tell you औरत औरत की दुश्मन. I would say औरत औरत की best friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I am one example who's made this far because I had women supporting me.
That's so beautiful, because we all know how you have created the community of women who thrive together. And I also personally believe, when you rise, unless you are rising with your support system, with
Yeah.
some people around you, the view from top is not going to be fun. You are alone there, and I don't want to be alone there. I want to have a whole party there.
Oh, we are carrying our party together.
We are carrying our picnic baskets there.
Yeah,
we always want to have
definitely,
picnic.
definitely.
So once we reach to the top, we will have a few more women with us who want to reach to the top together, and we'll have a grand picnic.
Also, our party will have bikinis and lehengas both.
Absolutely. We love bikinis and we
So,
love lehenga. So
yeah.
why not? And
Why
I love fashion. So yes, I'm really excited for that party. We are slowly reaching to the top, and Mata ji ki kripa rahi to we will definitely.
You will definitely.
Shakti rahi to we will reach to the
Yeah,
top.
yeah.
So Jyoti, you are away from home for a very long time. You are away from India. Is there anything about Indian street that you miss?
Oh, see, the first reflex will be Indian food.
Indian food, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we are here right now, luckily at Bikaner Wala.
We all miss those lip smacking treat, and I have been really fortunate that this podcast is supported by Bikaner Wala. Right now, actually, we are sitting there and having this podcast, as you can see from the setup, and all these very beautiful mithai dabbas. We do have something special for Jyoti to taste of Indian mithais with Bikaner Wala right now. Here are some of the mithais for you, since you have been missing Indian street, as she said, right, that she's missing Indian streets. And also, since it's a first podcast episode, and in India we say that for something good to happen, we should eat a little bit of sweet. So here,
Meetha karo.
Muh meetha karo. So there's a rasmalai, there's malai chap, and there's anar bhog. They are all made up of chhena,
Awesome.
you know, which is and very lightly sweet, because we all know that we want to take care of our sweet consumption,
Of course.
right? Because of course sugar causes inflammation, and as you grow older, you want to take care of your sweet consumption and you want to eat good sugar. So this is very less sugar. So what we would want is that from Bikaner Wala, could you just do a muh meetha with whichever sweet you like most?
Okay. For Muh Meetha thing,
For
let's
muh
do
meetha,
it.
yes, 100%.
Okay, let me try this.
Okay. There was a time, you know, when we would have been able to eat all of this.
A box would do also.
A box would do, correct?
Fabulous.
Yes.
My brain is starting to function already.
All right. So if by eating this sweet, your brain is now racing and functioning well, we have another section of our podcast ready for us, which is called shattering the stereotype. So mithai
Oh, wow.
kha ke, we will now shatter the stereotypes. So let me ask you this one question. You know, I've been wondering this for a very long time, because we also follow each other on social media feed.
We do.
And what I've seen is that your social media feed is often very bold. It's very passionate. But does it ever happen that you have been judged for it?
I will again say maybe the aura I carry. I haven't faced as such kind of judgment we talk about.
Yeah.
It's mostly appreciation. If not on my face, they would send me an inbox or something.
Yeah.
It would sound like boasting, but more or less I think I inspire rather than create that jealousy, judging thing in women.
Yeah.
Like I earlier said, it is women behind me, women appreciating, women inspiring, keeping me on my toes.
Yeah.
So I would say I was never as such judged in my memory at least.
That's beautiful that you have such support of amazing women around you. But you know, often that's not true case with many women.
Yep.
Every social media feed is judged. Many shift from Facebook to Instagram wanting that their relatives are not looking at them. So you know, a lot of women still want to post on their Instagram and Facebook, and they want to do sometimes maybe just for fun they want to do a reel, or sometimes they want to grow their business. So, and they do get a lot of judgment their way from relatives, from friends, parents, in-laws. So what tips could you give them so that they don't shrink because of this judgment?
So if I'm being very truthful about this, Vani, the thing is you just don't come ahead and do what you want to do. You build up yourself.
Yeah.
Like my life has been in front of camera, in front of socials since I started. Last 15 years, you want to know what I did this week, where I was last month, it's on social media. So for my personal socials, it's like people are very much addicted to, oh, she will post,
Yeah.
oh, she will come, oh, she will speak truth,
Yeah.
oh, she will bombard.
Yeah.
But then suddenly someone at their house doing nothing, suddenly they push a video on socials thinking that it will be appreciated.
Yeah.
It should be appreciated, but in general, people don't understand, oh, why suddenly she's dancing. That's the part we call it judging.
Yeah.
So you have to build yourself on social media. Social media for us, for people like us, is a business channel.
Yeah.
It's business.
Yeah.
I'm not on social media announcing, saying, inspiring. I'm rather being myself.
Absolutely.
So you be yourself. About judging, just upgrade yourself. Like in Hindi, I will tell you, अगर यहाँ तुमको कोई judge कर रहा है, take a step up. There is no judging from here now.
Yeah.
Take a step up. There is no judging from here now. So
Yeah.
just upgrade yourself to a place where judging you is a bit question mark already. Now, right now, people who know me, women who know me, you go ahead, judge in front of them.
Yeah.
They will shut you right there. Then, and
Yes.
that happens so many times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, don't judge her.
Yeah.
Because I have been sitting with those women. I have been talking to them. I have been building myself together. I was never alone crawling upside. See, I was very naive, very scared of those stairs, the climbing success. But I never let my roots go. Right? So be together, make your friends, go out more, be truthful in whatever you do.
Absolutely. And I think when you have that support structure, even though if there's nobody judging you, it stopped mattering so much. You stop bothering so much, and you start living the life that you want to live.
Yeah.
So I guess also the first thing is that we have to stop judging ourselves for what we
Exactly my point. Like you said in few words what I was
Yeah.
doing a paragraph about. Just be yourself, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Judging is like, that's okay. People judged Mahatma Gandhi also.
Absolutely.
People judged Indira Gandhi also.
Yeah.
But do what you need to do, what you feel like doing.
Yeah.
Judging is for narrow minds. I think let it be.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember some time back, I was talking to someone,
Okay.
and it so happened that I was speaking about what I do. And somebody told me, you have a PhD and you have a mind of your own and you work as a scientist, but you need to tone down a little bit in order for you to probably gel with the men in your life,
Oh boy. Yeah.
or shrink down a little bit. What would you tell women? Do they actually need to settle? Do they actually need to compromise? A lot of women tell, that, oh, this happens, you have to tone down a little bit, you have to compromise a little bit here and there, you have to keep silent sometimes, or it's okay, little bit of disrespect is absolutely fine. We all have heard that. So where do you lie in this?
I would say, Vani, if we are going bold about this, we have forgotten what Indian roots are. हम अपने आप को वेस्टर्नाइज करने में इतना कुछ भूल गए कि वी आर इनटू नाउ टुडे डिस्कसिंग
Yeah.
अबाउट अ मैन एंड अ वुमेन अपग्रेडिंग डाउनग्रेडिंग. नाचना गाना सिर्फ औरतों का काम है, मेन डोंट डांस. सबसे बड़े डांसर, द पर्सन वी एक्चुअली प्रे बिफोर डांसिंग इज नटराज.
Absolutely.
Right? Women should stay home. They don't fight. Do not go for war.
Yeah.
सबसे बड़ी वॉरियर इज माँ काली. सो हम में इंडियंस में देयर वाज नो डिफरेंस बिटवीन अ मैन एंड अ वुमेन. वो धीरे धीरे अच्छा अबाउट वियरिंग थिंग्स ऑल्सो लाइक ऑर्नामेंट्स. द मैन यूज टू वियर कान में बालियां.
Yeah.
दे यूज टू
Yeah.
वियर तिलक.
Yeah.
आप सर ढको, सर ढकना चाहिए सास ससुर के सामने. आप अच्छे पूरे कपड़े पहनो. मैन यूज टू वियर सर ढको चीज़ें. देयर वर साफाज, देयर वर पगड़ीज, देयर वर टोपीज. सो हुआ क्या इन ऑल दिस, मैन बिकमिंग मैन, बिकॉज आपको मैन प्रूव करने के लिए मैन होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. आप हो, भगवान ने आपको बनाया है. तो अपने घर की औरत का जब आप सर ढकवा रहे हो,
Yeah.
आपकी पगड़ी किधर है सर?
Absolutely.
है ना?
Absolutely.
So there are no roles like a man or a woman from the culture we belong to, from the land we belong to. It's just westernization which has औरतों को शायद सिर्फ वो लिबर्टी ऑफ क्लोथ, डिसीजंस, करियर आपको इतना उलझा देती है क्योंकि आप अपने रूट्स खुद नहीं पकड़ के बैठे हैं.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah. So if you are wearing a shirt and a canvas shoe, you cannot point fingers on a woman who is not like doing her head cover or something.
Yeah.
So I will say it's not women, it's men who need to upgrade themselves culturally.
Totally. So for each ghungat there has to be a safa.
Definitely has to be.
Yeah.
Don't choose a woman to change her. You marry a scientist like Vani. You marry a CEO like me. Do not expect us to be like running on your fingers. We have minds. We have brains.
Yeah.
Marry women to upgrade yourself, your life, to build a home. Do not buy, I would say social propaganda. I will get a educated English speaking convent educated girl for myself. She should sit at home, cover her head, make chai saveri. Sometimes I cannot get up at 11 also. My husband does that.
Absolutely.
So there are men who upgraded themselves. There are men who need to climb that upgradation yet. We empowered women. We forgot how to train our men to handle those empowered women.
That's really, I think that's a very good way of seeing it. I guess it's not just man's responsibility to upgrade.
Yeah.
You also need to show how to upgrade.
Yeah.
Like, this is my operating system, and in order for you to work with this operating system, you need an upgrade.
Yeah.
And this is the upgrade that you need. So nobody is also showing that path of how to upgrade.
Yep. So we need to empower men, I think.
I guess
Next
both ways.
generation.
I guess both ways, because when it comes to men also there's a lot of silence.
But then also, like going back to the first segment where I told you I was from an Orthodox Rajput family, it was my father who did all the fighting for me to go to a regular education. It was my
Absolutely.
brother who was holding my hand when I was going to my university.
Yeah.
So there are both kind of men in our society. It's just that people who are still stuck in 50s should educate themselves to the growth.
Yeah, absolutely. I also remember that whatever career path that I have chosen is because of my dad.
course.
My dad was a celebrated scientist. I am none. I'm nothing in front of him. And he used to say this thing, right? गिरते हैं शहसवार ही मैदाने जंग में.
वो तिफल क्या गिरेंगे जो घुटनों के बल चले.
Wow. It's such a beautiful saying, and my dad used to say that, and I guess whatever I am today, whenever I've fallen down, this upbringing has made me that rising from the phoenix वाली जो हम rising from the ashes to the phoenix वाली जो हम बात कर रहे थे, this is what it is.
It
गिरते
is.
हैं शहसवार ही मैदाने जंग में से.
See, we all tried, did, failed. It's not that I did not fail.
Yeah.
In between Holi's and Dandiyas, I started doing Janmashtamis also. Those failed.
Yes.
People were not coming to Janmashtamis. We did a lot more experimenting. We did night parties at Azura, which were okay for like 6 months, then those were failing.
Yeah, yeah.
So everything is okay. Take it in your stride, build yourself up, keep moving.
Absolutely. There's a learning in failing as well, because then you learn that what worked out and what didn't work out. The thing is that when these breakdowns happen in life, like for you, the Dandiya party worked out, but the Janmashtami didn't work
Did
out.
not.
But definitely there were, from that breakdown, there were lessons that you learned.
Of course.
And then you converted those lessons into further success or failure. So as long as we keep moving, as we said before, instead of attaching with the result, and also having fun at it, that's the most important thing. There is one goddess code.
The only thing is I can have fun at my events.
Yes.
And the events we collaborate with. I think you very well said. I have fun. So
Yeah.
I don't care about the result.
I mean, here's a woman who wanted to dance and then she decided, I don't want to dance alone, I'm going to make Singapore dance with her. And she manifested it. And
I
how?
manifested.
Right now there's a whole community dancing everywhere in Singapore.
That is why we call ourselves mother of all dandiyas, because that is how Bollywood dandiyas had their birth in Singapore.
But Jyoti, you have 2 daughters, right? Do you think that compared to our generation, women in this generation have a little easier path ahead of us, like ahead of them?
I would say no. Like all generations previous
Yeah.
and us and the coming up. Every life, every generation has their own set of struggle.
Yeah.
My daughters have worked hard to be where they are today.
Yeah.
Both of my daughters, although in their earlier 20s, have social leadership awards from the President of Singapore. because
Wow.
they chose to
That
volunteer.
is so amazing. Give it up for Jyoti's daughters.
Also for social leadership, even I was taken aback. Even I am a fan of those girls. Their mother is an entertainer,
Yes.
a celebrated entertainer, I would like to say.
Yeah.
And these girls would volunteer, go to old age homes,
Yes.
teach autistic kids how to read and write. That is what their teenage was about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me of one video that I was looking at like today only, and that was that the mother has to be ideal for their daughters or for their children to be raised right.
Yeah.
And here's a mother who has partied, who has celebrated dandiyas and holies and whatnot, and here are the daughters who are getting president awards. So you don't have to give up on your dream in order to channel your motherhood right.
I think we subconsciously teach our younger ones how to keep chin up.
Yeah.
They saw me stressed, they saw me sleepless, they saw me sometimes weeping also, which nobody saw. Singapore saw success, my daughter saw struggle. So maybe that is how you make other warrior princesses rise.
Absolutely. A lot of people try to avoid the conflicts in front of children, try to avoid weeping in front of children, try to avoid showing what they're going through.
Yep.
But actually, if you show these things, they learn that these things are normal. Every human being goes through that.
Yeah.
Life is not just about the bed of roses. Okay, so now I have a segment here. It's a fun segment. It's called Hot or Not.
Okay.
So you have to choose, like you have to say hot or not, and probably in very quick one sentence you can also say why is it hot and why is it not.
Okay, sure.
Right?
Let's go.
Let's go. Indian culture.
Hot.
Why?
Oh, the jewelry, the makeup, every single day is something to celebrate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Divorce parties.
Hot.
Hot.
It's freedom. it's freedom.
Even Nalini there is laughing. Of course.
That's the truth.
It's the
Yeah,
truth. Yes,
yeah.
of course. If you are not happy in your relationship, then it's good to
Why
free yourself.
suffocate
Why
another
suffocate?
person for nothing?
Yeah, absolutely. Just break the cage then.
Yeah.
If it has become the cage, then break it.
Definitely.
Sex at 50s.
Amazingly hot.
Ooh, something to learn. All right. Women proposing men.
Hot.
Hot.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. I don't know if men find it hot, but
Oh,
I
men
find
are
it.
more shy these days. So what to do? Let them be shy or go ahead and ask.
So-
Better go ask.
So let's start this culture of proposing men instead of
Why
men.
not? Why not?
Absolutely.
Go to those beauties.
Okay. Competitors hosting copycat events.
Lukewarm, not hot, both, depending.
Yeah, exactly. Irrelevant maybe.
Irrelevant kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. She
It's
doesn't
like
care.
it's like a mother won't judge. A mother won't judge.
Or the queen is just busy taking care of her own crown.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So
to be
never
bothered
bothered
about.
actually, honestly.
Yeah, unbothered.
Unbothered.
Okay, great. Marriage.
Not.
Not.
Marriage, if you are choosing to be married.
Uh-huh.
If you are pushed into a marriage while you were actually into something else like
Yeah.
building career,
Yeah.
focusing on something, maybe this is definitely for our Indian medium class. Do not force push marriage, then it's not.
Absolutely.
Otherwise marriage is a very beautiful thing, and then that is hot if you're choosing to be married.
So if you're choosing to be in the marriage by your own free will, it's hot.
Hot.
Otherwise it's not.
Very much not.
But you know, Jyoti, Indian marriages are so celebrated, like this 4-5 days of celebration. But then I also feel there are a lot of rituals attached to it which are probably burdensome some for women.
I would say this very boldly. If you want, you can edit it later. But I would say 50 to 80% it's girl's own family responsible for this. Because when the first phone call happens for the dowry,
Yeah.
straight away do not give your daughter to someone who is already sitting like this. Educate your daughter to stand out of that marriage. Like we said, divorces are hot. Why? Because they will protect you from that fire which is coming. So I mean, Indian customs were okay maybe till the last generation or before that. Now when the women are growing, take your daughter is already 24, 27, 28 and the parent is trying to find a groom for her. They think she doesn't have brains to choose her life.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You are choosing for a 30-year-old. She wants to get married to who? You think your daughter cannot decide? If your daughter refuses, why push her? And oh, एक बेटी की तो शादी हो गई, गंगा नहाए. Is this the attitude you keep? You do not check on your daughters how she is okay or not.
Yeah.
Suddenly she is uprooted from a place and kept to another place. Nobody is checking on her. So अगर आपकी बेटी जल रही है, don't say अरे मुझे बता देती. उसने बताया था, तुमने सुना नहीं था.
She has been crying for help for such a long time.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
married women going through so much. इंडिया का मीडियम क्लास जहाँ पे अभी भी लड़के अपने पेरेंट्स के घर में रहते हैं. Wife is nothing more than a respected maid.
No, but you know, even though we are staying outside of the country, I know so many examples of really the women who have such amazing potential and they are also going through this. There's so many women in the marriage who are not even living with their partners.
I
or going
had
through
a
domestic
inbox
violence.
from a woman from Singapore.
Yeah.
She said she wants work. I say we do not give work and besides our events are project based. So what can I do for you? The women had the audacity to send me a request. Can you tell me how to sell myself for money because my husband doesn't give me that. So sometimes even I am stuck how to tell you to work, to raise your head in front of that husband.
Yeah.
Because her parents won't let her do that. That is what.
Yeah.
So it's parents more than anything. The difference is not in the men or the women but the parents. That is how they teach or grow you.
Yeah. When you are saying it, I remember. And this has become a placeholder for me when it comes to respect in relationship. So when I was a little child, my mom used to make a scrub from her hand,
Okay.
which was made up of sandal, haldi, no, chironji, rose petal, and lot of other beautiful ingredients, saffron and all those things. And that is how she would bathe me almost every day. And I keep telling myself this thing, Vani, if your mother has raised you with literally with the rose petals,
Of course.
how can you let anyone disrespect you or treat you with discrimination? And that is probably why it is very difficult for me to digest a relationship when I don't see respect there. So probably, Jyoti, this is the right time for you to give us some tips on how we can be high value women, how we can learn that the respect is above everything else.
See, in today's generation, in today's time, one person income is not enough. Study. I went to a college. I went to a full-time college in Singapore to upgrade my education, which I already had from India. I had a degree in business, but I still went to college just to stand by my husband so that he doesn't take a dip when it comes to financial decisions. So upgrading starts from education. Educate yourself. Stand by yourself. Ask other women how they are upgrading. Don't be shy. Protect yourself from any judgment, anything you think is not good for your mental health. Like Vani said, if you were bathed in rose petals, remember you are queen already and you will understand how to upgrade yourself.
Absolutely. It's all about the care that you give to yourself. It starts from educating yourself, as you rightly said. It starts from learning that the compassion that you provide to your children or to your in-laws or anyone in your life, you deserve the same compassion.
course
First
we
and
do.
foremost, if you have to give one permission slip tonight to the women so that they can do whatever they want to do, what would be that permission slip, Jyoti?
I would say a sleepover with your women friends. It opens your mind like anything. You are relaxed, you are not in a hurry to go back home.
Yeah.
You don't need to cook, carry.
Yeah.
You just sit. I will say from starting small, the
Yeah.
permission will be stay with your friends, sleep over, or maybe travel together with your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Girlfriends are important, very important.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a great permission. You don't have to look for the permission slip anyway.
Yeah.
You need to give yourself permission that okay, today I am going to be with my girlfriends,
Of course.
and it's gonna rise you up like anything. It just blossoms you because we do tend to be each other's cheerleader, right?
Of course.
Even-
non-judging circle of close friends is a
Yes.
very good thing to have.
It's a beautiful thing, the non-judging circle.
Give yourself this permission one time, 2 times, 100 times.
100 times. That permission is 100 times. And I guess from my side, allow yourself to have a solo trip
Yeah.
because you learn a lot when you are traveling. There are a lot of gems in this entire episode, and we learn how to be high value. We learn how to educate ourselves. We learn how to deal with the judgment, and we also learn that every shiny iceberg that you see, there is a lot inside that happens in order for you to get that strength. And Jyoti, thank you very much for coming to my first episode today. It was a really lovely presence, and I really cherished it from the bottom of my heart. And you know, you bring in the Shakti to this goddess code.
Thank you so much, Vani. Women need to talk, and congratulations for you taking this initiative for letting people know their stories behind those icebergs. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you so much for coming here, and we also thank Bikaner Wala for providing us the venue and giving us these lip-smacking treats as well. So, you know, this festival, shop from Bikaner Wala.
Honestly speaking, this is a great initiative.
Thank you so much.
This clapping is for
Thank
you.
you.